Over LBC. I put over LBC. Yeah, I put over LBC on over LBC. I put over LBC on over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon gods on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle that we light, that's the wave we ride. I've been grinding through the night while the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with steel. I put over LBC on over LBC. I put over LBC on over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah, we stay in the zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turns to gain. Got the fam worldwide, but the roots run deep. From the med, I was grind to the LBC streets. This for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. Reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme. I put over LBC on over LBC. I put over LBC on over LBC. From the charts to the stage, man, you know who it be. It's that Lunar Beaches fam putting on endlessly.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. Thank you all for joining me. I do greatly appreciate it. How you doing? Hope you're doing well on this fine Monday, July 27th, 2026, at precisely 10:03 p.m. Hope you had a fantastic Monday. Hopefully, you did not get liquidated today because you used proper risk management. You use a stop loss, or you simply are amazing and you took shorts. And so we kind of were setting that up last night a little bit with the Watch for Traps title. That was kind of the assumption. Got to be careful. Look for the traps because it's about that time. It's Trap City, man. It's always that time, really, though. But when the price action is what it has been, you got to be careful. And especially when the market is in a bottoming phase, you're going to have the volatility, the up and down price action, especially as Bitcoin and crypto climbs its way out of the hole. You're going to have liquidation flushes all the time. Hey, T.I. Joe, thank you for sending over the Bingo Bango crew. The Bingo Bango Brigade. The Bingo Bango Gangbangers. I don't know. The gangsters. How you doing, T.I. Joe? My brother. I haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. We've got Duality C in here. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for being here. And he's not of this world, just so you know. He's an alien from outside space. Mike Volmer. Mike. What's going on, bro? Thank you for being here. We've got Alexander G. Mod Queen, Mod Boss, Mod God. Thank you for being here. And thank you for pinning that Discord link in the chat. I do greatly appreciate you doing that. Throwing out all the emojis, too. I love to see it. Thank you for being awesome. We've got Straga Heart coming in here. Fanny Pack raid. Let's go. Fanny Pack. There we go. And so yeah, let's get over to the charts. So I built another indicator. I'm just gonna keep playing, dude. I'm just gonna keep playing until I find one that I actually really like, or build one that I actually really like. And I made this one really simple. This one's really simple, guys. It's based off of, guess what? RSI divergence. Oh, oh. The the thing people say doesn't work. It's based off of RSI divergence plus a bunch of other things. So the RSI divergence is actually the trigger for look for a setup. It is not a buy signal or a sell signal at all. We have to have other conditions for the trade setup. I have set the conditions and I'm still playing around with it, but the default was already a banger. But now that I've been playing with it, it's just gotten even better. There's an expectancy during Asia for this strategy. It's only got a 35% win rate, but its profit factor is 5.76. But even more important, its expectancy is a 2.96 R, which is kind of crazy. And I got to do some serious backtesting. That's only on 34 trades during Asia. I've got it broken down to do different sessions. So you can see New York has a high win rate, 52%, 2.25 profit factor, but its expectancy is only 0.6 R. Now, granted, that's $60 for every $100 on a trade that you're risking. So if it's $10, it's $6. So that all depends on your risk management, how much you're putting in per trade. But that's actually pretty killer too. That's over 67 trades. So it's not too bad. Profit factor 2.25. So, but I've been going through it and I am absolutely loving it. So the conditions are simple. If you just want to maybe try and find it for yourself until I get this really how I like it. I think this is going to be the one that I end up sharing. I really do once I get this how I really want it. But yeah, man, it's pretty cool. What was I saying? I got to add alerts to it. Oh yeah. So to get in a trade, first of all, RSI divergence has to fire. Okay, and then it starts looking for the swing level opposite that of the well, I guess not opposite of that of the divergence. So if it's a bullish divergence, it'll look for price to take out the most recent swing high. Let me see if I can find a long on here. So it'll look for price to take out the most recent swing high. So there's your bullish divergences. Takes out the swing high. Pullback. It'll pull back on the fib. And I don't know where it's drawing. That's another thing I got to hone in. Okay, it's going from the swing low. It looks like. Close to it. So yeah, I got to get the fibs dialed in. And you can set it to how you want it to enter. Is it just a wick tap and then go? And I've got to set it to get a take profit right at the next swing high, so we can go ahead and just take something off the table. Like I just built this today, so I haven't had a chance to really get it tweaked. But I think that's pretty cool. So, and I have it set to do a sweep or a close beyond the swing. So it's got to actually close above these highs before it even considers drawing the fibs and setting an entry. So I think it's pretty cool. Obviously, you're not going to win every trade. Here's another. That's kind of crazy looking. I'm also got to look at the divergences. But so we got a bullish divergence comes up. Now this didn't close above this. So that's something I gotta consider is like, why are we printing a trade here if we did not close above, unless it's considering, okay, so it's taking this high in. So we closed above that one. Pulled back, I mean, it played. It clearly played. The short, not so much. But the long, I mean, that clearly played. And I am on the 1 minute, by the way. So This little move here is only a 0.16%. So, but, you know, like I said, still playing with it. Pretty cool. I want to get it to where I can have it pop, you know, do the strategy overview down here so we can like actually see what that thing says about it playing out over time. You know, and it also, I think I have it set to automatically trail your stop too, so that it counts that. Yeah, so after TP1, it will move stop to entry is what it'll do. And I'm gonna have a setting in it where you can pick your type of stop. You can have a fix. Well, it's already in here. Look at that. Fixed, break even, swing trail, or a hybrid. Start swing trail at R2. So if it hits, you know, your 2 to 1 level, it will start a swing trail. So it'll start trailing price. And I'm sure if stop and target touch same bar, maximum bars, I've got to say, like, I've got to have an option on here that says like how far behind it can trail, unless that stop buffer is at 0.05. But bang, this is a big one. That one played almost. Very close. I mean, we're already taking profit on this one, right? We should be. We should be. And my actual distance on that is 0.3, so I don't know. Pretty cool stuff, I think. Pretty cool. I'm really building it. I'm trying to build something really for Top Step and trading the NASDAQ, because the NASDAQ is hard. As we found out the other day. It's hard. It does it swings a lot. Looks nice. Appreciate that, Limitless. One way, thank you. Nice. So I think pretty cool. So we'll work on that, and we'll see how this plays out for the rest of the stream. See if this plays out. Look, it's already starting to push. If it breaks here, then we can say TP1, just take a little bit off, cover fees at least, and then see if it'll push all the way down. And of course, you know, if you do your swing trail, you can follow price further down, because as we all know, today was a very down day. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Yeah, very down day. Let's go ahead and turn off the indicator for now. Very down day today. We were watching these levels yesterday. Point them out, point them out. Of course, what am I on? I'm on Bybit. What was I? Why is this not? Why isn't it showing my levels? Did I accidentally delete them? What happened to my FIP? That's weird. High to low, watching that golden pocket. Watching that golden pocket. And of course, we rejected that and pushed to the downside. Where is... Let's see, volume profile, swing. Whoops, did I pick? I picked fixed. My bad. Anchor, my volume profile. Actually, get rid of that, because I did a fixed, yeah, look at that. Value area high right at the top here. Wait, did I take him? No, yeah. This is based off of just this volume from this low to Control Z, yeah, to this high. Yeah, I use Control Z. Trust me. Control Z is my best friend. And so, yeah, we hit that value area high. Golden pocket right there. Tried to reclaim that anchor VWAP, but ultimately failed and rolled over. Something I was watching today, I was watching that CVD on the lower time frames. As price was getting up into this zone, I could see this happening. Okay. Let me make sure I've got this fixed higher time frame, the daily. And yeah, I saw this divergence in here, CVD divergence. Basically, like I've been going over with you guys lately, we have buyers stepping in, but what we don't have is creating a new high. Okay, so we're actually creating a lower high, bearish engulfing on that candle, bearish divergence between these two, and just overall lower highs. And these were both diverging. So we saw the push here, but what we didn't see in here was, especially towards the top, that's what really matters. We see the slowdown at the top. Let's see, this massive candle right here is this delta divergence candle right here. So the candle ended up being red, and we had a big push. So what is that telling us? That tells us that the move is being absorbed, and that buyers, even though we're seeing price push higher, we are seeing more sell orders in this zone as we see the CVDs get smaller and smaller as we're pushing in there, meaning we're a lot closer to each other in our bid, and our ask is getting squeezed down because we're seeing basically an agreement in price, fair value. And when you get an agreement in price, well, you got to go where there's disagreement, in an imbalance, if you will. But anyways, too much jargon. Point is, slowed down at the top, no follow through with the buyers, no higher high. It was exhaustion, essentially. And then you lose some VWAPs, and then that's all she wrote. Then it's just all downhill from there. Tried to get a little bit of a bounce in the PM, and then rolled over. Now, CVD says we need to go to the weekly so we can combine these. Yeah, CVD's agreeing with price, so lower. It's probably what that means. Probably going lower. We still have anchor VWAP down here at about 62.8. Hey, what's going on, all set? How you doing, fam? Thank you for being here. Yeah, 62.8, 812. We also have a high volume node right around this area, so potential scalp bounce zone potentially. Maybe we can take a scalp. Let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit. Let's go to the 1 hour. Take a look. We could not hold the monthly VWAP. This is the monthly, correct? Yes, it's the monthly. It's not the swing low, because those are basically the same thing. Because of this month starting off with the low being put in. So we lost the monthly VWAP and closed below it on the 1 hour. Now we've done that before over here and here and reclaimed it. So it's not over yet. However, we do have some juicy lows over here. Sorry to be all over the place with the chart. You know me, squirrel. And yeah, so we already took out the equal lows. Imagine that. How many times do I have to point out the equal lows and the equal highs, man? They get taken. And we're in a demand zone right now. So will the demand zone hold? That is the question. That is the question. There's a chance this could just be an ABC. But as we were going over last night, this could just be the start of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then hopefully bottom out there. Bottom out there, and then make our next leg to the upside. Maybe getting to this is it daily? Yeah, daily dynamic reactor. Shout out to Chart Prime. And then my forecast, my original forecast, will have actually kind of played out. Not to a T, but regardless, very close. Kind of close. We got a little one extra hump back in here before than I expected. So hump back, hump back, hump back, hump back. Now the important thing here is what's different about this current one compared to these other ones. And that is that we actually we did something here. See that pullback and then a retrace and a pullback down. Whereas the other ones, they just roll over, bounce, bounce. I don't know, bounce. I say I don't know because I can't see behind this volume profile. Okay, yeah, it's just one quick move, swing high, anchor VWAP, push it back down. Can we see this? Absolutely. Are we gonna finish July? Nope, July started right where my mouse is. So we can still finish July green. We just got to finish this week above some. I gotta actually look at the open price. 58,603. 58,603. Hold on, I was on the hourly. Calm down. Let's see. I do have a poll in the chat. I want to know a little bit more about you guys, about my viewers. We've got 10 votes. Trading experience. Wow, 40%. Oh, 45% just changed. Of you say it's your first year of trading. That's amazing. 45, another 45% say 2 to 4 years, and 9% says 5+ years. So I guess just one of you, 5+ years. And that's about where I'm at. I'm at about 5 years. It's kind of crazy to think about that, but it's felt like 10. It's felt like 10 years, but we're still here. We're still here. We're still doing it. We're doing it live. And so I wanted to kind of get a gauge on my audience, see, because, you don't want to speak too complicated or too, trading jargony, if you will. The goal is always for the channel and, for my purpose for even doing this was to make things simple and inexpensive. So make trading simple and inexpensive. So basically free education, however I can do it, and also just keeping things simple, because if you keep things simple in trading, you can go a long way. You've got to keep it simple though. You've got to keep it simple. We are coming down to the macro. Do I have this set to the all-time high? Or do I have it set to this? I was hoping yeah, I think it's the all-time high. Wait. Why won't you select it? Select. I don't see it. Where is it? Where is my red? No. Why is it not popping up? Where do I have this anchored, yo? Am I blind? Oh, I have it anchored over here because this was for my macro. Yeah, I have it anchored from this low, and that's where I think the price will eventually bottom out at. There's a chance the bottom's in, but right now I think I'm still thinking that 56K level. Thinking that 56K level, maybe a little bit lower into the golden pocket, 55.3-ish, 55.4. But we're actually in the golden pocket right on this value area low. So 56.264. I think that's, if we're going to go lower, I think that's where we could end up. Now, if we get a nice bullish break, breaking the trend, no matter what we do on the other side of this, I think the bottom's in. We can come down all the way back down over here and then try and work our way out of here. And it will be liquidation city, so be careful. Be careful, because as Bitcoin is trying to find its way in here, you're going to get a lot of, ups and downs. It's going to be not exact to my doodles, but, it's going to be wishy-washy. That's how it usually is when you're bottoming, right? Some crazy. Well, we don't know yet. We'll know when it prints. But I'm still thinking 3 drives. And then break. You break that high, and I think we're good. You break this high, and I think we're good. You break this high, and I think we're close to being good. But we do have heavy resistance here with anchor VWAPs and the daily dynamic reactor at about your 71, 72K level. But if we can break that, then we're looking pretty good. Hey, LBC OG Melissa One Love, how you doing, One Love? Thank you for being here. Let's see some One Love hearts in the chat. Let's see some emojis in the chat in general. Wave Riders, where's my members? How you doing? Thank you guys for being members. I do greatly appreciate it. After being on this channel running the channel for 5 years, but becoming consistent almost a year ago, guys. Almost a year ago. It'll be August. It'll be next week is my 1 year LBC every single night, 5 nights a week, every single night, 5 nights a week. Barring some, outliers, of course, like potentially this Wednesday and Thursday, all kind of depends on how things go with that, with my sons. But, yeah, man. So next week will be my 1 year of streaming consistently, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool indeed. Absolutely love it. Make sure you guys join the free Discord. Link is in the description. It's also pinned in the chat, so check that out. Come join the Beach Club. Need more people talking in there because I need people talking to each others. I need other people talking to each other because I can't always be in there. So I'm trying to change that though, especially with the whole Top Step thing. So it'd be amazing if I could get that going. Already confused. What is jargony? Is that an indicator? Yes. It's the best indicator you've ever heard. You've never heard or seen before. Best in the biz. The LBC jargony indicator. Check it out. Link in the description. Check it out. It only costs $5,000 a month to use. And comes with a free trading course. I mean, you know, if you're going to spend $5,000, I might as well give you a free trading course, right? Wrong. $200 for the trading course. I have no trading courses. I have no want to sell a trading course to anybody. Because why? Well, first of all, how do you think I learned? Mostly self-taught, mostly trial and error, a lot of bit of community when it comes to like just kind of psychological help, energy, good energy. So you got to find yourself a good community. I think I think our community is actually very solid. You know, because, you know, we've got cross community, you know, relationships, you know, between AlexOCrypto and Piper Academy. And we have a bunch of amazing people in this in the Wave Rider community, in the Otter gang. We're absolutely amazing. I have a trading course. Come hit me up. Shut up, all set. Don't listen. Look, I'm gonna take away your modability there. Yeah, just bring donuts. Just bring donuts. And you're good. So, the only thing that, well, I won't say the only thing. One of the things I might charge for though is a simple membership, $5 membership fee at some point. Mostly, almost entirely, just to keep bots out of the Discord. And outside of that, though, I mean, what do I care? All right, let's get off the white charts. I know y'all don't like that. I know you don't. I'm sorry. Everybody except for Allset. Allset's like, no, bring them back. All right, Bitcoin, what are we doing? How's our indicator doing? That's what I want to know. How's that short looking? Okay, it's looking okay. What about the NASDAQ? Oh, we're already taking profit on that one. This one's almost going. And this is something that I got to sort out too. Do I want to have two trades going at once? Or do I just want to have this one going until it's done and then it can start looking for another trade? And you know, that's just, so what I do is I go into ChatGPT after I create the code and all that stuff, and I'll be like, yo, all I want is a toggle switch because I don't like removing things that might be beneficial. But I do want to see how things look if I can turn it off. Like if I can turn off overlapping trades and just have like one trade at a time, that's great, because then I can turn it off and just see how the numbers compare to each other. And I'm just totally nerding out mathematical statisticaling the stats here, the indicator, just like I want it to be on point. And I want it to have options. But eventually I'll maybe dial it in so much that I can just have it fixed, and I can have like 2 different versions. Look, do you want the fixed version? No thank you. Just hit alerts. There you go. Have fun. We'll see, right? Or do you want the custom one? I would prefer the custom one because trading is seasonal. So you might have to adjust settings during different seasons. And because things can change, things can change in the markets. Certain trading strategies used to work really well, and then things change. So many people start doing the same thing that things get tweaked around the edges a little bit. And you got to be cognizant of that. Come on, give us a full TP while we're live. That'd be great. ETH had a nice dump and is dumping right now. Let's zoom out to the 15. Nice dump for ETH. ETH has already broken its swing high. Hello? It's already broken its swing high, guys. Technically, well, this one's not as relevant as this one. So it hasn't broken the more important one, but it has broken the first important one. But if we look left, right, we've already done it before where we've broken the first important one. And we did get another push. However, it did roll over from there. So just because we break the first one doesn't mean we have changed our market structure on a higher time frame. This one's the one to break for ETH at about 2,400. So for ETH, I'm looking for 2466 to get broken before I would say bottom confirmed. And for Bitcoin, that number is like 82, 83. This is a little off. But we've broken this downtrend as well, it looks like. Broken this downtrend on ETH. Broke it here. Broke it again. So there's a chance ETH might have already bottomed. And remember, last cycle, we actually saw altcoins bottom before Bitcoin, about a month before Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin does put in a new low, that doesn't necessarily mean all altcoins will put in a new low. We do have relatively equal lows. So it's definitely something to watch for. And we have this down, up, down overlapping waves that I don't like to see because usually you come back to take all those overlapping waves, which is what I think we're going to do with Bitcoin too. So, but that's par for the course. Then it's just watching demand. Just taking that low. LMAO, settle down, boys. Statistically, nice. LBC is statistically. Did I hear that? Yeah, I thought I was crazy. It wasn't statistically. What's going on, Alan? How you doing, bro? Thank you for being here. Mad love. Harpski, how you doing? Think it's a hip hop thing? Yeah, it is. It totally is. I got a top chat on. Let's go to live chat. That's funny. Oh, we've got real WaveCipher, sending the good people over. How's it going, bro? How's it going, Wave Gang? Ride the waves. Hope you're doing well. Just going over all the things, Bitcoin and otherwise. going over our new indicator builds, strategy builds. I gotta figure out how to get it to communicate with the strategy overview thing. Are there any like? Oh, it's mine. It's favorites. How about not? How about built-in strategies? So like, do any of these have open source code that says, hey, this is how we get this thing to talk? To this thing? Because that is when my strategy indicator gets super goated, is when I can let it talk to this and it can give me all the details, and then we can really refine it. We can see what this says about the numbers. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know, or if this is how accurate this is. I also don't know how accurate my damn stats thing is. So, I mean, it looked like it was banging a lot. It looked like it was hitting them trades a lot. Yo, member for 3 months. 3 months already. Let's effing go. What's going on? AlexOCrypto. Let's see the otters in the chat, members. Let's see those otters in the chat. What's going on, bro? Thank you for being here. Around town, how's it going? Thank you for being here. Bad doggy. Soup, not just lick sweep. Oh, is turtle soup? Soup? Did we see a turtle soup today? That's a good question. Would that be considered a turtle soup? I know a lot of people are like, turtle soup? What are you talking about? I'll show you. This is that, I don't know. It didn't take out this high. It's very close to a turtle soup, but, it comes from the ICT, concepts, which is basically smart money concepts. And we had these equal highs too. It would have been nice. That is one thing that I thought it was going to take out before it plummeted. Because that's more of your turtle soup. Turtle. Breaker. I don't, not a breaker because we didn't break through it. But definitely a 15-minute order block right there. Oh, that's what we had on. We had on Chart Prime. Forgot about that. Yeah, we had the high order block, and this only came up to the midpoint. Is this on 4 hour? Yep. And then we rejected that and the liquidity zone. Could not close above the midpoint. Oh, no, wait, the liquidity zone's up here. Wait, what is... Oh, it's the block that I just drew. My God. Yeah, I don't know if you quite would consider this a turtle soup. Maybe. Now, if we turtle soup, that means that, well, if I'm just looking over here at the chart, if we are turtle souping right now, then that means a tap and go. That means a tap and go. Because a turtle soup is come down. Well, I mean, it's kind of... No, I don't know that that's it. I'm trying to find a good schematic for it that makes sense. It would have made sense to take out the equal highs on the turtle soup. Oh, it could be push up, down, up. Sweep the lows and then go. I don't know. How to trade turtle soup. Copy image. Paste. See, that's what I mean. Like, I don't see the buy side liquidity taken, which is what I would expect with a turtle soup. So I would have expected these highs to get taken. I mean, it's close enough, I guess, but I want to see the liquidity taken. But instead, there was just so much selling here that it wasn't able to keep that push going. Don't worry about my turtle soup call today. Oh. Hope you're doing well, man. Been out of the game for a week. Came back to fun times. What's going on, Jake? How you doing, bro? I enjoy seeing ICTs. What the hell is a turtle soup? Is it not just lick grab? Exactly. No clue. Trying to figure it out. F turtles. I don't know if I can summarize it with just liquidity sweep. I had stop loss and high time frame alignment. Yep. Which this one's actually insane. Now there is a chance we could say that this whole thing was a turtle soup. Okay, this whole piece right here. If I go to, let's go to the 4 hour. There is a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. All right. So in this instance, potentially, if you could see it, I see it. ICT it. Anyways, see the high, and then the push up, pull down. Nope. Oh wait, come down, create the sell side liquidity, pull down, sell side liquidity, retrace to order block. That's what this is doing here. You can't see the wick on here, but it retraces all the way up to this order block. And then it dumps. Retrace all the way up, and then it dumps. But essentially, like you said, liquidity grab. I mean, we pointed out the equal lows. We pointed out that we were getting into this high order block. And that was all she wrote. Push down. And of course, I was sitting there staring at the chart like, should I take a short? Should I take a short? Should I take a short? And then I got with the client. Met with the client for about 45 minutes. Came back to the chart. And this had already happened. Not this one candle right here, I believe. Yeah, because that's, 8 a.m. So let's actually go to the 1 hour. Because I believe... nope. Yeah, so 9. Wait, that's Friday. Where am I at? I'm losing my mind. Yeah. 10 a.m. So we see this drop. And I'm actually doing meeting at 11 Eastern time. So it's actually this candle. So we actually already had the drop. So I wasn't paying attention at some point, but then it dropped and I was like, all right, well, if it holds here, then it might continue higher. But at the same time, I'm at work and I'm looking at my phone. I can't see the whole thing like I need to be able to. So I just didn't take the short because I wasn't sure. And anytime I'm not sure, I just don't take the trade. It sucks because if I would have taken the short like I was really contemplating doing, I would have caught all of this and that would have been nice. But I didn't. So it is what it is. We move on, try to find the next level, and hopefully or potentially it's right here at 62.9. We also have a liquidity zone here at 62.824. So potential bounce here, and if we can get a bounce, and maybe we can get a little scalperoonie in. First TP is going to be the lows here. Okay. First TP. Now if we can break those lows and not get a harsh rejection on this fair value gap and these VWAPs, not like a super harsh rejection, but if we can just pull back a little bit, maybe we'll see something in here that'll want us to take a long. But then it's this level that we got to look out for, and right back up to that order block. Potential push back down, you break above, and then maybe we can continue higher. But the first step is we got to get a bounce. Whoa, go back. We got to get a bounce. That's step one. Then we see if we reject the lows, potential wick into the fair value gap. If we reject hard on that, if that's exactly what I'd look for. Do we wick in? Look at the midpoint. That's how I like to decide on fair value gaps. Look at the midpoint. If it comes in, it taps that midpoint. If it closes below that midpoint, if I'm on the 1 hour, I'm looking at the 5 minute, 5 and 15. If I get a 15-minute close after coming in and wicking in pretty, aggressively, but we close below that midpoint, then I'm going to heavily consider looking for a short and a continuation, which is definitely possible considering all this liquidity built up in here and this liquidity down here. I was really hoping it would look a bit like a turtle drinking soup. I forget what it's actually, what it's something to do with some traders from way back when. They were called the turtles or something. I'm not really sure. But look at this liquidity. I mean, look at all these highs just sitting up here. Short squeeze in the making. Maybe not yet, but eventually. Yeah, that turtle soup is almost like a seek and destroy, except seek and destroy is worse. Your seek and destroy is you come up, you create the high, come down, up, down, creating equal lows, up, creating equal highs, come back down, take the equal lows, take the equal highs, come back down for this low, and then reach up for all the highs. Potentially, or maybe even come down, consolidate, take the highs, take the lows, and then go. Either way, we're looking at equal highs and equal lows. One side to get taken, and then for a price to come back down, take the other side, and then for it to rip right back to the other way, other direction. So built up equal highs and equal lows within a range is essentially what it is. So you got your range. So you're coming up. You got your price action coming down. Let's actually draw this out a little better. Price action coming down. Price action coming up. So now we've got this range. And then we come down. And we just do some bouncing, creating equal highs and equal lows. Sweep, 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 go. Taking all these lows that we built up along the way over here as well. And just building up that liquidity, at those levels. And then taking liquidity and then moving out of the range. CRT, turtles is just a joke. CRT, turtles is just a joke? I don't think so. Let's see. The turtle soup trading strategy originates from the famous turtle trading experiment of 1983 and was later inverted into a specific counter-trend strategy by renowned trader Linda Bradford Rashk. That's right, not Michael Huddleston. Otherwise known as ICT. In her 1996 book, Street Smart's High Probability Short-Term Trading Strategies. The history and evolution of this strategy follow a distinct timeline. The original 1983 turtle trading experiment. The bet was Dennis believed anyone could be taught to trade, while Eckhart believed it was an innate skill. Dennis famously stated that we're going to grow traders just like they grow turtles in Singapore. The strategy, the students, the turtles, were taught a strict mechanical trend-following breakout system. They bought when the price made a new 20-day or 50-day high and sold when it made a new low, riding major market trends. Let's see, and that is the original. Then Linda's version, the flaw, while the original turtles made millions, their system suffered from a very low win rate because markets frequently fake out, resulting in a high number of failed breakouts. The pivot by trader Linda Bradford noticed that these failed breakouts happened so consistently that they could be actively exploited. The birth of turtle soup. She designed a short-term strategy to do the exact opposite of the turtles. Instead of buying the breakout, her strategy fades the breakout. The name turtle soup is a humorous reference to making soup out of the original turtle traders when their breakout setups fail and trap them. So in recent years, the concept has been popularized and expanded by Michael J. Huddleston and the smart money concepts community. In modern day trading, turtle soup is widely used as a term for a liquidity sweep or a stop hunt. It describes a scenario where the algorithm or market makers push prices just beyond an old high or low to trigger retail stop loss orders before instantly reversing sharply in the opposite direction. And that is why I was like, it didn't take the highs, man. It didn't take the highs. And sometimes you just miss the trade because you just weren't willing to enter because the specific highs that you were looking for were not taken. But we did sweep the high, made. Is this market open yesterday? Or is this market open? Let's go to the daily. Sunday. So yeah. So as soon as the new day, the new week started, we came up and we swept the Sunday high. There's your first clue. So we come up, sweep the previous day high. At the very least, we did sweep the previous day high. But we did not take the Monday or Friday high, which is disappointing. But that's okay. It's okay. We live to fight another day. So we've taken last week's low, the previous week low. Now we just gotta see what we do from here. Are we gonna bounce 62.8, 62.9, or are we gonna bounce 62.55 to 61.684? You come down below that midpoint, and there's a good chance we come all the way down here. Or there's a chance we come all the way down here at least. My original thesis was we would come down to this demand zone in general. Nope. I was like, wait a minute, that seems like a little too much. This one right here is 59,488. Just another test of that 60K level, essentially. Sweep, and then come back down. We got to come up for more liquidity so that we can push it lower. I would like to see this held though. I would still like to see that held. Just take all the necessary lows and then bounce from here. 60,576. That'd be cool. Let's see where our, now that we officially, I mean, we've had the high end, but so a value area low sits right above this liquidity zone right here. So I definitely think if we get down here between the 62, what did I say? 62.52 to 62.343 level. I will look for a bounce here, at least short term, at least a short term bounce. Maybe just a retrace. It might just be a retrace and then more rolling over. 1, 2, 3. Maybe take all of them. That would be a nice symmetrical ABC. Let's see if let's take this because for our pattern traders, let's just draw out this bear flag here. We'll just go, let's just do this. Oh my God. Can't see you. There we go. Okay, let me see you. All right, so I'm going to take this. Well, I guess it didn't really matter. We can go from the high. That gets us down into the soft order block, or we can go from the breakout. And that gets us down into this liquidity zone. 61,864. 61,864. So that was another entry I thought about getting in on, man. There's the breakdown, close below the trends. Yeah, close below the low. Retrace back to pivot level. And then roll over. I wasn't feeling it, man. And when you're not feeling it, the best thing you can do is just not risk it. Either that or less margin. Whatever it is that's going to make you not freak out. But I had a feeling this was going to happen. That's why I was saying, look out. Watch for traps. I was just hoping it would sweep the highs, man. But that's okay. Can't catch them all. This ain't Pokemon. This ain't Pokemon. I need LBC voice to replace my AI Gemini voice. So soothing and delicious. TNV Willa. I appreciate that. I could have gone with just a soothing, though. But I do appreciate it. Didn't know I left you on cliffhanger. Wait, what are you guys talking about? Derailing. What happens at Discord stays in Discord. I apologize for my aggression towards turtles. I'll show you mushroom soup. What are you guys talking about? I was just teasing you by holding out, hedging you. The name Turtle Soup was a tongue-in-cheek joke, meaning you are cooking the trapped turtle traders by trading in the opposite direction of their failed breakout. Yeah, see, you got it. Sorry for the segue. Was bothering me. It's all good. Y'all are funny. Didn't know I left you on a cliffhanger. Ruined my day. LMAO losing hair over it while it played out. You guys are awesome. I love you. Oh, so much. All right, one last look at the trade, the indicator trade. Yeah, I mean, we would have already taken a little bit off the table. So a winner in my book. I don't know if it's going to count it as a winner or not. Let's see. Did we hit the 1-to-1? That's the question. Did we hit the 1-to-1? Right there. And I would say, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Can you not? Magnet off. Sometimes the magnets, I have a love-hate relationship with the magnet. But yeah, look at that. Hit that 1-to-1 right there. Amazing. Amazing. And at that point, I have it set. What do I have the stop set to? Also, the stop anchor, if I go to divergence extreme, I think my win rate plummets. I mean, it drops quite a bit. So actually, just going by the most recent swing, that's the goodness. Although no, that's right. Excuse me. At least I didn't start yawning until after I'm supposed to be done with my stream. Stop management. So it's fixed right now. Let's see. If I put it on swing trail, what does our expectancy do? It should jump up. Maybe. Or it might get us out of trades too early. Nothing changed. That's weird. Break even. Okay. Win rate did drop, but our expectancy did go up just a hair. Swing trail. That's a 0.6 R. That's 6 out of every $10. $6 every trade on $10 risk. Not risk, but well, I guess that's risk. Because you're putting $10. If you have a $100 account or $1,000 account, $10 is 1%. So you're looking at making $6 on average for every single trade. So like if it takes every single trade, so this is 67 trades, and if you just did the average of all those trades instead of just the winners, it just takes every single trade and it says you're making $60 out of every $100 per trade on average. So anything over a 0.3 is pretty good. It's at a 0.6. It's not bad, especially on a 52% win rate. 2.25 profit factor. I might want to save these settings. Let's take a screenshot. Check that out. Use session filter. See, I'm still learning my own dang indicator. Oh, that dropped things. I don't want to use that. Oh, session filter. So if I click this and I remove these things, like I can say I just want to look at Asia and New York. It'll put a NA on London. I need to get it to just drop it off so it's not even in the stat box. But this way I can focus on what I can actually trade. I put London in there for the people that can trade London. Maybe there's some nights where I'll just stay up late. Who knows? But yeah, swing and a hybrid. Let's see. What do we look like on that? 0.57. And in here, you can also set your profit target. It'll adjust this thing. So if I say this is a 2.1 risk or reward, risk. See, it extends it, which is pretty cool. And it looks like it's already eliminated the stop. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So this is saying, hey, winner, winner, chicken dinner. We've hit our TP1. Stop is at entry. That's actually pretty cool. Nerd alert. Yeah, break even. So if I put this back on fixed, it should, yeah, pops that back up. That's neat. That is very neat. So this should be a 3-to-1. We're splitting hairs here, but it's 3.15. I don't know. Entry. 3 point. Yeah, I mean, it's 3-to-1. That's cool. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. And we're back. Okay. I don't know what happened. Did I drop out? Okay. I also have the entry trigger for the volume. So I said I wanted a volume increase as part of my conditions. And you can choose above the previous bar, the above volume moving average, either one, or you can have it strict and say, I want both. I want it to be above the volume moving average and above the previous bar. And you can change your moving average length as well. And your volume moving average multipliers in here as well. Require increased volume on break of structure. Of course, that's going to drop the number of trades and the win rate. It looks like it only dropped the win rate. We're still taking trades. Wow. Dramatically dropped win rate, profit factor, and expectancy. Cool. Yep, pretty cool. Minimum bars or maximum bars in the trade. So if I enter a 1 minute, I guess I want to put this on like a, what? How long are we holding a 1 minute trade? Longer than an hour? Oh, it looks like I might want to because our win percentage dropped, but our expectancy went up. What about 2 hours? Expectancy dropped. Wow. What about 30 minutes? Ooh, 0.74 R and a 50% win rate. Okay. So it'll just stop. It'll say, get out of the trade no matter what after 30 minutes or 30 bars. So very customizable. I might add something. I might take some stuff off. It also uses for entries a fib. And so I got to make sure that's anchoring properly for one. But also you can see what the stats look like for each level that gets hit. So I can say, well, I only want to enter on the 0.5. And it drops my win percentage a lot because we're probably taking away less opportunity for us. If I do 0.618. Yep. Same thing. 786. 786 looks better. 50% win rate with a 0.87 R. It's only 44 trades. Of course, you can look at it on all different types of time frames as well. Is this chart prime? No, this is LBC RSI divergence pullback lab. It's the LBC RSI divergence strategy. I created this today, my friend. And so, yeah, pretty cool stuff. So I'm here for it. All right, back to entry. Trying to get a push here, bouncing off. Oh, it didn't even touch the liquidity zone down here, so be careful. It likes to make some crazy moves after my stream, so be careful. But anyways, looks like we've got a lot of people dropped out. Wow, we got 21 votes, 38% said it's their first year. Incredible. That was like 6 people, but what happened to my poll? I just ended it. I still want the stats. Oh, well, Okay, guess I should have read them out before I ended it. But anyways, thank you guys for joining me. I do greatly appreciate it. We'll keep working on things, and as soon as I get that really tweaked, or what do you guys just want me to like? Even though it's not finished, do you want me to? I guess I could still share it. I can still. I just don't want to publish it, but yeah, I can make it private. Maybe I can. Maybe we can share it and work on it together. What do you think? Oh, there's my results. 38% first year, 33% 2 to 5 years, and actually, almost 1/3 5+ years. I like it. Does it run on TradingView? Yep. It only runs on TradingView because it's Pine code, Pine script. So let me show you the script. My scripts, indicators, all different kinds of names. Hold on, I just remembered I'm not sharing the screen. This one actually loads a lot quicker than my other one, probably because the way I have it doing the stats on the other one is kind of janky. Where's the code? Oh, there it is. I mean, it's still a good bit. My other one's got over 3,000 lines. This one is 689. So got a lot we can do with this. Doesn't take near as long to build to load as the other one. Still have my other one, and maybe one day I'll be able to combine the two and take all the trades. So there's the other one. This is the previous day high and low and previous week high and low strategy. So just trying to get all the strategies. And yeah, but that one's actually I don't think it's as good as this one, to be honest. But maybe different ones work during different trading seasons, like I was talking about. So, you know, having like 3 solid setups is really all you need, and you just go back and forth between the 3, looking for the 3, and whatever works. And you just stick to it, stick to your rules, use proper risk management, use a stop loss, and that's it. But understand that nothing on this channel is financial advice. It is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm not telling you how, or I'm not telling you what to buy and sell. I'm just trying to teach you what I've learned over the years through experience. And my goal is to just make everyone a little bit better in trading every single day. So join the free Discord. Link is in the description, pinned in the chat. Come ask questions. I love it when people ask questions because I know what to talk about at that point. So it's a lot easier when people ask questions for me to teach. And and I don't, I'm not the only trader in the Discord. There's other traders in the Discord that would love to help out too if you have questions. So I see at least a third of the audience tonight, it's their first year trading. So join the community. Please join the community. Get in the Discord and ask questions. Ask questions. I'm happy to help, and other traders in the community are happy to help. And yeah, the Wave Riders, we love honesty, transparency, and that's what it's, and helping each other, and that's what it's all about. Having fun. If there's banter and we get to know you, it might sound a little rude at first. Especially Allset, he's very rude. He's not. No one really is rude, so I don't even think we can come off as rude. I don't know. But yeah, just join. Click all the links in the description as well. Make sure you guys are subbed to the friends of the channel. And thank you to T.I. Joe to sending people over. Real WaveCipher. Make sure you guys are subbed to those two as well if you're not already. And that's going to be it from me, guys. I will see you all tomorrow evening. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful radical sleep, and I will catch you all in the next one. Mad love. God bless.